We often say that every life is a story and make your story so powerful that the world likes it. We have this series of podcasts, what we call Lloyd Legacy, and this is the second episode of Lloyd Legacy Part 2. And in this conversation, this podcast with me, we have Nancy Kumari, our recent alumni, a proud alumni who has made us many a times feel proud with her exuberance at workplace. Welcome to this Power Pack podcast, Nancy.
Thank you so much.
How are you doing?
Sir. I'm doing great, and I'm extremely humbled to be back at my alma mater. It's every time whenever I'm supposed to come back to my alma mater and discuss my life experiences with the fresh batch, it's a very humbling experience, I must say.
This is from other side also, isn't it? Well, so my first question, it's not a question, it is a request to tell my audience a journey, a small journey. I said every life is a story. What is Nancy's story so far? If you could tell it in a brief description.
So actually, Nancy started her journey initially when I talk about from studying academics background. I was the one who initially started who thought of pursuing a career in medical field.
Okay.
But somehow or the other, I realized that that's not a cup of my tea. And eventually, after pursuing BSc and everything, magically, Lloyd Business School happened to me, I must say. And I was trying to pursue an MBA, but somehow I moved to PGDM course. I took an HR as my specialization, and that was the best decision of my life, I must say, because that is what my personality is all about. Human resources, and as I always say, we should never lose the human in human resources.
Absolutely.
And I am a strong believer of building an emotional connect, being empathetic towards everybody. And recently in a session, I heard about what values that you carry in yourself. One value that you should carry in each and every aspect of your life, and I carry kindness.
Absolutely.
I ensure that each and everybody whom I'm meeting, I meet with kindness, be it a stranger or somebody I already know. So yes, talking about the journey, I'm so sorry. So after pursuing a PGDM degree here, after getting all those, experiential knowledge, having said that, I experienced a lot of different kind of studying environment over here. So there were corporate mentorship program, there were a lot of role plays activities being conducted. Apart from just theoretical aspects, we were given a lot of practical exposures. And that somehow helped me landing to a very good firm. As of now, I'm working with MyFM. And it's been like more than 2 years now, and whatever I have been able to put up to the platter over there at MyFM from my end, all comes from the knowledge that I have gained here in Lloyd, for sure.
Absolutely. Great. I was listening to you, right, in recent conversation, and very interestingly you said that the HR is no more putting rangolis, isn't it? And I truly believe in it. The role of HR has evolved over a period of time. The role of HR has evolved as a domain that creates culture, nurtures talent, and brings transformation into the organization, because if transformation have to happen, have to happen through the people, and HR has to take good care of it. So you eventually evolve as a very, very talented HR professional. How Lloyd has shaped you, or how Lloyd has helped you to evolve as HR professional in those 2 years of life and afterwards?
I must say, okay, so coming back to your question first, how Lloyd has helped me, get a good shape in this HR professional career and to bring out that creative aspect. So here at my current organization, I'm not just taking care of the talent acquisition, but also the reward and recognitions, the employee engagement, and various other employee experience, and a lot of other things. What I felt here is I was a part of the HR club member. I was vice president at the HR club. And there were a lot of activities going on every now and then. I got an opportunity and the freedom to execute it in my own way. And that freedom which I experienced over here, to freedom of thoughts, and I have heard it a lot of the times from a lot of working professionals, that devil lies in the execution. Because I got that freedom here at Lloyd to execute a lot of events on my own. The professors here, they really gave me that platter to explore.
Okay.
They asked me, okay, this is the event, this is how we are planning to do it, now it's your thing to do. And now when I am executing a lot of initiatives and activities in my office, that execution part that I experienced here is helping me a lot. Yes.
Okay. Now, if I ask you in a lighter side, right?
Sure.
Given a chance, do you think that you will be shifting your domain from HR to other area?
Okay, so answering to this question, I don't actually plan on shifting my domain anytime soon. But yes, there is one particular segment of HR, because HR is not just about hiring. There are a lot of other things, and I extremely buy the training and development part of the HR. So I might plan my career maybe in near future, or maybe some years down the lane. I might pursue training and development, and that would be the thing that I would pursue. But I would never leave the HR aspect.
HR.
Yes.
HR will always be there.
Always
in
be there.
you.
Sure.
You will be in HR and HR will be in you.
It's in my soul now.
Blood and soul.
Yes.
That's so great, right. Well, while people choosing HR as in specializations, there is a lot of confusion in the mind of people. So you could be a better person to talk about it. While a student opting for HR specializations, right? What are the key things or key skills that students should work upon?
Okay. So as of now, understanding the need of the hour, HR is all about human resources. There are a lot of courses and subjects around it. But nowadays, analytics goes with everything.
Absolutely.
So whosoever is listening to me, and if you are planning a career in HR, I would strongly suggest you to develop analytical skills. Try learning tools. It will just polish and make your career shine like anything. Secondly, HR professionals must be very empathetic. I am a strong believer in this. HR professionals must be empathetic, and then it's not just about effective listening nowadays. Effective listening, and I believe in reflective listening.
Oh, wow.
So
Wonderful.
that is going to be a very good add-on. So technical skills will be the analytical tools, combining it with the HR courses, and behavioral aspects. I must say it should be empathetic, being possessing an empathetic nature, and being a reflective listener. That would be the must.
Okay. ये अभी आपने जो बात करी, Nancy, you talked about behavioral learning, behavioral development. We often talk technical development, technical skills, and then behavioral skills and development, right? What is the proportionate that is workable into the corporate world when you enter? The proportionate of your behavioral skills and proportionate of your technical skills. What is going to matter? How much?
Actually, it's a combination of both. In HR specifically, behavioral aspects and technical aspects go hand in hand. I'll start with just hiring concept. I am pursuing I am planning to close a position in my organization, and I'm planning to hire somebody. So my hiring aspect would be completely technical, as in what tools I would use for hiring, what portal I am going to use, my theoretical knowledge and everything, all those aspects would come. But while I am having the conversation with the other person, during the hiring period, during the recruitment period, the behavioral aspect will help me there. It will help me, attract good talent. Technical and all the aspects will come there. But while I'm having the conversation, the behavioral aspects come. So it goes hand in hand. It's not just a one-way lane.
Well, कुछ ऐसे moments, maybe two moments that you will never forget in those 2 years at Lloyd Business School.
Sure. So recently, while the journey has been amazing, I must say. The journey has been amazing, and while I was about to complete my first year in the PGDM course, this opportunity came to me. It was quite difficult because the opportunity was like I had to join on a immediate basis. So I used to do work on my studies, like my courses, late at night while I'm back from office. And I used to attend some virtual classes as well. But those classes were something that hit me hard, that once I am a working professional, I won't be getting this kind of environment, a learning phase and all. So that was something very close to my heart. Even after working for a long day, coming back to my house, and after giving so much of energy out there in office, still I was very much happy and excited to start with the courses late at night, like 10:30. And I must say the professors, because the classes were taken by professors, right? So even late at night, 10:30, it was a very mesmerizing experience for me. Secondly, while I was like during my convocation, when I was handed over that certificate and the degree, it gave me a sense of satisfaction actually, which I would never ever forget. Because it's not a one way thing. Of course, ताली दोनों हाथ से बजती है, I must say. So if you are highlighting that, okay, how you worked hard and all of it, but Lloyd has given me a lot of things. I'm saying it for myself. Even when we talk about theoretical knowledge, practical knowledge, and guidance. The mentors here, the internal mentors, the way they have guided, it's like a family guidance, I must say. It was not just about a professor and a student, it was all about growth. They focused on our growth, and it was like a family mentorship. It's an amazing connection that I still feel with all my mentors and professors over here. So yes, these are the experience that I would never forget.
Okay. Had given a chance to relive those 2 years, would you like to have few changes in your experience of those 2 years?
Changes as in
अगर जो आप नहीं कर पाए उन 2 साल में आप करना चाहेंगे?
Yes. So what happened is, while I was pursuing this career, there were a lot of things as cultural aspects, like there were activities, initiatives, and I was solely focusing on the HR aspect. I would really want to explore. So I was taking care of the HR club, but I would really want to have an opportunity and get a chance to explore the other clubs' activities and as well, like marketing club, finance club. But that was not possible. So if given a chance, I would also like to participate in all those activities that marketing and finance club would organize.
So was Nancy a backbencher or always a front seater?
Actually, I was somebody in the middle.
Middle?
Yes. So I was not sitting at the front bench or at the last bench. The middle.
What is this concept of middle bencher? Because we heard about backbencher and front bencher. What is this middle bencher?
Middle benchers are the ones who balance it all. Okay. Actually, and
they are good with backbenchers also, and they're gelling with the front benchers.
Yeah, for sure. And they are also in sight of the teachers as well, right? So it's not about. I don't know if I'll sound what this will sound like, but being in the good books is not my thing. Okay, so I just want to be myself.
Absolutely.
And I have an elder sister and a younger brother. So there also I am a child who is born in the middle. And somehow every time I have a friend circle of 3 people, like my childhood best friends. We have been friends for more than 21 years now. So there also a triangle comes and somebody somewhere in the middle. So middle benches has always been my thing. And yes, I enjoy being in this seat.
Student life में कुछ ऐसे बहाने होते हैं हम classes से बचने के लिए, assignment को देने के लिए usually देते हैं. Do you remember few funny things? आपने कुछ excuses दिए and you were caught?
Excuses तो as such नहीं हुए क्योंकि I was
very punctual, regular.
I have never missed a single class. Actually, I was the.
This question went to a wrong person. Then.
Exactly. So I was the one, like, if the class is planning to, their mass bunk or something, I was the one who used to say, "Kar lete hai na yaar, kya problem hai? Kuch to seekh lenge." I have always been like that. It's not just about the things that I want to highlight, but yes. So
you are not eligible for this question. Then.
Yes, I am not eligible for this question actually.
Very
but
nice.
yes, I have. But it's not like that I haven't done anything, like this. I have given a good back support to the ones who are doing. I have enjoyed my college life, I must say.
Okay, so in a groups, right, everybody is known for something.
Yes.
While we are a student, we are known for something. We have nicknames, we have our short names that resonates with us, right? What were Nancy known for?
I was known.
How were you popular in your groups? And
I am very fond of dancing.
Okay.
So that is something that gives me a highlight. I have participated in a lot of events. So whenever there comes something, okay. Another one thing is spirituality. So a lot of people say that this is not the age to be spiritual or something like that. But I don't believe it actually. Spirituality is not just about doing puja every morning or something like that. It's about
self-connection.
a self-connection, connecting with your own self.
Self-exploration.
And I believe in meditation, following a morning routine and everything. So that is something everybody used to tell me कि अगर कुछ ऐसे situations हो रहे हैं, people are not feeling good, they want to discuss something. Maybe I was the go-to person.
Okay.
And who provided that calm to
That's
the
great.
chaos.
You will be happy to know, Nancy, that Lloyd has taken an initiative.
Okay.
When the whole world is talking about Western perspective of management, right? And very, very proud to announce that Lloyd Business School for last couple of years, we have started IKS Center.
Okay.
So we have a subject called management. You must have read about this subject. Now we are teaching management, we are teaching leadership, we are teaching management theories and practices, right? But we are teaching it from our own scriptures. How management happens from Gita, Chanakya, Ramchandraji, Jamant effect, Chanakya. We are bringing all those practical aspects, all those wisdom, all those schools into the classes of management. Today we have established a center of IKS. So we will invite you, we will welcome you if you
I
could
would
be
be
there,
humbled.
right?
From past 4.5 years, Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavad Gita is something that has been with me throughout.
Absolutely.
So whenever in
Anything
case
you
of-
like to refer from Bhagavad Gita that inspires you, like anything?
as I told, as you or we were having a conversation, and I guess it came from you only or somebody. Karmanyavadikaraste. So karm, and that karm karo और फल की चिंता मत करो. So while I joined my organization as an intern, I never even gave a single thought to the pay. That okay, ये stipend नहीं है. Although it was stipend, but I never focused on the pay. I always focused on the quality work. I always used to go back to my managers and ask that okay, what more we should do, what more we can do. Ultimately, it has paid off. But so of course, if you are going in the right direction, you have that intent. Things will fall in place. So karm karo, fal ki chinta mat karo.
That will come.
Just surrender to the Almighty and things will fall in place for sure. This is what I would like to quote.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yes.
You're going to love this interaction with IKS Center, I'm sure.
I would love to be a part of it, sure.
Yes. Okay. Now, final question, right? And I think this question is going to be very, very relevant for the people who are looking forward for management education, right? They have a lot of inputs in their mind while looking their career into the corporate world. Usually, they are attracted by fancy packages,
Yes.
right? While they are, attracted towards fancy packages, they forget about what job role they are going to perform, what company they are going to join. Because ultimately, the job role going to matter. Because if you don't love what you're doing, this job is not going to sustain.
Okay.
What is your advice to those freshers? Usually they ROI की बात करते हैं कि first package में ही पूरा ROI बच्चा देखना चाहता है. Your advice, because you are the right person to talk on this question.
Actually, being into HR, hiring a lot of freshers as well for pan-India locations. Yes, I have experienced this. People are very much money oriented. There are people who actually need that money, so that is fair enough. Okay, they might look for opportunities wherein they can earn quite good. But if you have a good family backup, if you're backed up with a good amount of support from the family, I must say that opt for a quality work as compared to the quantity of the money that you're getting.
Absolutely.
Quality work is extremely important, and of course, while you're a fresher, you're joining any organization, quality work does not mean that you will get a lot of leadership things to do or something like that. In HR, for sure, you'll get a recruitment part. You'll have to do several calls, and people usually get tired that telecalling jaisi feeling aa rahi or something like that. But those calls will make you into a person. You can look at me as well. Initially, I used, till now, while I'm practicing the recruitment thing, I just connect with like 50 plus people in a 2 days ka span, or sometimes even in a day. And trust me, I feel that I am the one who is providing an employment to the other person. So taking pride in whatever you do is very important. And initially for freshers who have a good family support and backup, must opt for a quality work and a brand. If you're getting a good brand name initially in your career, that is a plus point. So yes, package matters, for sure it matters, but to the ones who are really in need of that at that point of time, but if you have a good family support, a backup, must opt for a quality work and a good brand.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Nancy, I have done so many podcasts so far, but let me tell you, this podcast is a treat. The kind of fulfillment I get, kind of pride I get, we all are very, very proud of you.
Humble.
I
I'm
truly
extremely
loved it. Thank you so very much. It's your home. Keep on coming.
Sure.
With this,
Always.
thank you so very much. Keep on subscribing this channel. Keep on watching this series of Lloyd Legacy. God bless you. Thank you.